What is up, everybody? It has been a long time since I've done an anime news episode, and it's time to get everybody caught up on all the crazy stuff that has happened over the last week. Some very unfortunate news, but also some very exciting news. We have some stuff out of ReZero, Season 3, question mark. A new ASMR anime, yes, we're doing that again. A ton of new anime adaptations announced, and yes, the unfortunate passing of the artist behind Solo Leveling. So if you're interested in any of this news, definitely stay tuned. Let's kick things off with ReZero. Yes, a lot of excitement was coming out of a live event surrounding ReZero, and apparently it was so great that everybody started getting ReZero Season 3 trending. And unfortunately, it looks like the actual creator, Tape Nagatsuki, has decided to respond to the trending. In this tweet, they kind of mentioned the fact that ReZero Season 3 is trending. And his response is, I'd be surprised if it's being animated without my knowledge. So we don't know if it's a troll or what, but you can kind of expect this original creator of the series going on Twitter and seeing it's trending and going, well, that's news to me. And I think that's kind of what they're stating, like, looks like it was announced and I wasn't aware. So this is one of those things that you kind of have to keep perspective here. Yes, there's probably a good chance that ReZero Season 3 will eventually happen. I kind of have very little doubt of that. But it is one of those things where you have to take into consideration this guy's the creator of it, it's suddenly trending, and he's kind of shrugging at it like, yeah, not... And I think the excitement that people were having around this event and assuming this was going to happen, it sort of goes contrary to what they're actually planning. That said, if there's an anime adaptation happening, they could keep their mouth shut, or they could just say, yeah, you guys are wrong. There's nothing saying they cannot say you guys are wrong, and it still be happening. But I think the thing that immediately came to my mind when I seen this tweet is more in that, yeah, technically White Fox, that does the anime adaptation of ReZero, or at least as of now, they've done all the seasons. Unless they change studios, White Fox is pretty tied up. So if anybody thinks that as Season 3 is happening anytime soon, it's not happening. We have basically 2 cores of Utawaramano that's happening, so that's going to take them at least until the end of the year to cover that. And then you probably have a nice break that's going to happen there. They're probably not going to immediately jump into a new project. So I would assume the earliest you're going to see another White Fox project is probably going to be spring or summer of next year. So they're probably, even if Season 3 is ready for White Fox, they're not going to announce it anytime soon. Now, yes, there's a lot of series that will get announced without a release date. That's perfectly logical for them to do, but they don't have a reason to jump right into it. There's no reason for them to stir up excitement quite yet. Either way, I wouldn't take this as Season 3 is not happening. I know that a lot of people are running with that idea. Oh man, this means that Season 3 is not happening. It just means that he's trolling people probably, but more in the idea that they're not willing to say anything yet. And yes, the creator's just responding to it trending and making a joke, probably. And I would argue, yeah, the last person that's going to be actually announcing an anime adaptation is Tape. Sorry to say it, but this is the creator. He has very, I don't know what his contract is, but there's only so much of ownership that he has of the property at this point, and it's more probably in the ownership of the publishers and stuff. They're going to be the one that wants to announce it. Anyways, we'll have to wait and see. I would say, though, this doesn't mean Season 3 is not happening. It just means that he's seen it trending and responded to it, and it's probably still in the works. Moving on, yes, ASMR. That's a thing. And unfortunately, a while back, we had Can I Make Your Ears Happy in 180 Seconds? And I have to personally admit, although I was excited for the weirdity that is that, or the oddity that is that, it wasn't that great. It was a huge letdown. There was 2 aspects to it that was a letdown for me. One is that, yes, technically Japan is obsessed with ear cleaning, and so most of that was just ruffle noises in one ear. The other unfortunate thing is that the group that made it was not very knowledgeable in ASMR, I'm guessing, because most of the dialogue that was not recorded with an actual dummy microphone with 2 ears. It was recorded really with just probably somebody speaking directly into a microphone. The stereo channels was most of the time not even there, and that's technically the concept of ASMR, is that you put the earphones in and it sounds like somebody's moving around you or talking in one ear. Well, it seems like they are going to try again. It seems like the same team that worked on that project is working on a new original anime that is called Caught Between a Yuri Relationship, My Life After I Became a Dummy Head Microphone One Morning. So apparently isekai as a dummy head microphone. So I'm assuming it's going to be similar to, Can I Make Your Ears Happy in 180 Seconds, but actually from the perspective of somebody responding to somebody talking in their dummy microphone ears. So, and apparently, based on the title, I'm assuming that most of these girls are probably going to be Yuri. They already have a date set for it, and that is in October, so it'll probably be a short again, so we'll have to wait until fall and see how that one turns out. Hopefully less ear cleaning, and they can figure out the whole stereo recording thing this time. Moving on, some news around Utasai Yatsura. Yes, the new adaptation of it. They already have it planned to be starting here in the end of the year, and they've already stated that it will be a half-year run without breaks. So we're going to be doing 2 cores, 2 seasons, and then it's going to have a break at some point. I think they originally announced that they were going to be doing a full year run. So this is them kind of stating that, yeah, we're going to do a full year run, but we're probably going to have a break. We're going to have a break after the first 2 cores. Either way, I am super excited for this one to come around. I absolutely love Utasai Yatsura, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they readapt the series. Additionally, the other thing they announced with this is that Kana Hanazawa will be playing the role as Ron. So for all the fans of Kana, definitely be looking forward to that. Moving on, an official website was opened for an anime adaptation of Classroom of Heroes light novel. This is already listing a 2023 premiere. It's going to be done by Studio Actis, and the synopsis is set in Rose Academy, a school that trains future heroes destined to protect mankind. The school accepts only those with the most potential. Arnest Flaming, a girl who boasts the top record in the academy, is assigned to guide a mysterious but cheerful new student named Blade, who rivals her own powers. So, be looking forward to that. The return of Magic Academies. We had a period of time where we had just nothing but at Magic Academy shows that were coming out, so maybe we're going to put away the isekai for a little bit and bring that back. Who knows? Moving on, we have some news around Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury. At San Diego Comic-Con, we had an announcement that the series will be airing and simulcasting outside of Japan in October. So even though we still haven't got the prelude, it seems like they're still going, hey, don't worry, we're still going to let you guys in the West have this show when it comes out. So they haven't announced what platform, which is kind of weird. I would assume probably Crunchyroll because they seem to be getting all the new Gundam stuff, but who knows? We'll see. Moving on, we have some updates surrounding Troika and DMM Pictures' new original series, Itoki The Ninja. They have stated that the premiere date for the series will be October 4th. They also released a new key art, as well as some trailers they've released here recently. I have to state, I was kind of excited about it. I'm kind of excited about Troika getting away from the pretty boy band stuff and getting back into like action stuff that I kind of fell in love with them for, but at the same time, the more I see of this series, the less I'm thinking it's going to be an edgy, dark ninja, modern day thing, and more into, yes, pretty boys. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll hold my hope that this will be a new series coming back from Troika. Not to say that their pretty boy shows are bad. Just, I'm not into that kind of stuff. So it's fine. Moving on, we have an update surrounding that fantastic series known as In Another World with My Smartphone. Yes, they've already had an announcement for a 2nd season for the series. Well, now we have an actual date, or at least a time frame, which is spring of 2023 for the premiere for the series. So if you're a fan of that that first season, I might go back and recheck it out. I don't even remember if I finished the series. It's just, again, kind of one of those, yeah, that's one of those isekais, but I'm a little more into isekais now than I was that time. So we'll see if I go do a rewatch of it. Speaking of isekais, we have an update for Handyman Saito in Another World. They already have announced an anime adaptation of the series, but they have also opened a website for it, which announced a January 2023 premiere. It's being done by Studio C2C, and the synopsis is Saito is an ordinary handyman who is reincarnated into another world. He forms a dungeon exploration party with Raelza, a beautiful and strong warrior, Morok, a powerful magician who is senile and keeps forgetting his spells, and Lafunpan, that's a weird name, a cute but miserly fairy. His handyman experience is helpful for when they need to open up locked chests or fix their armor. So definitely an interesting different take on isekai. I'll be looking forward to that one. Moving on, the official website for the anime adaptation of the mobile game Alice Gear Aegis has revealed a 2023 premiere. So all those, I don't know if any fans of the mobile game Alice Gear Aegis, I'm sure it's probably a huge hit in Japan. But yeah, look forward to that. The game story essentially tells about girls called actresses who battle mysterious machine life forms known as vices. So it's a mobile game. There you go. Moving on, we had a ton of news that came out of the event Natsu no Gaku Inside 2022 event. So let's dive right into it. We have an announcement for an anime adaptation of the light novel The Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy. This is going to be done by Passione, and the synopsis is: awakened from the magical stasis after 1,000 years, the Dark Lord Leonis suddenly finds himself in the body of a 10-year-old boy. He quickly meets Riselia, a girl confronting the Voids, creatures that have nearly exterminated humanity. Determined to uncover the mysteries of this strange new era, Leonis enrolls in the Excalibur Academy. There's another magic academy. A school that trains students to fight back against the enigmatic monster. I'm getting stuck on the magical school thing. Could the Voids have some sort of connection to Leonis' past? Question mark. Next one is an anime adaptation of the novel series Day with My Stepsister, which, based on the art and stuff, I immediately am thinking My Dress Up Darling, Marin. It's like My Stepsister is this hot, blonde, long-haired girl. Looks exactly like Marin. But anyways, the novel centers on Yuta Asamura, whose parents get remarried when he's in high school, and he gains a new beautiful young stepsister, Saki Ayase. Saki is also the #1 student in her grade. Both of them have some knowledge on male-female relationships through their parents, and in order to not cause discord in the family, they agree not to be too confrontational, but not too compromising either. With a moderate amount of distance between them, Saki is starved for familiar love, but repeatedly tries to be alone, and Yuta is bewildered at how to be a proper older brother. They gradually learn to become comfortable with each other. My stepmom's daughter is my not ex. My stepmom's daughter is Marin. There you go. My stepmom daughter is Marin. Maybe she's into cosplay. We'll see. Some additional announcements out of the event. We had an anime adaptation announced for Sazaki and Peeps novel. For this one, they additionally announced that Aoyuki will be playing as Pichan in the series. Additionally, the artist for the series, Kantako, which I absolutely love, love their work. Hinako, anybody, oh my gosh, I love that artwork. Anyways, the synopsis is, even though Sasaki's droll corporate life is constantly filled with work, it leaves him tired and unfulfilled at the end of every day. In search of some companionship to fill his empty life, he visits a pet shop on a whim, not realizing he's about to change his life forever. After setting on an adorable bird and bringing it home, his new roommate reveals that it's actually an incredible sage from another world who promptly bestows Sasaki with supernatural powers, as well as the ability to cross between worlds. All Sasaki wants to do is use the newfound powers to live in peace and comfortable. This went weird, but there's more to this few colorful characters who might get in the way of that. I'll be looking forward to that one. And finally, the last piece of news that came out of the event is The Detective Is Already Dead is getting a second season anime adaptation. Yes, that series. Yeah. I tried to watch the anime. It did not work for me. I heard a lot of people say that they weren't doing a job of the adaptation, so I'm assuming that's why. But I have heard a lot of exciting stuff around the series, so hopefully maybe the second season will do better. We'll see. Moving away from the event, we have the official website for the anime adaptation of the light novel, A Record of the Strongest Onmyoji's Reincarnation to Another World. As announced, the series will be premiering in January of 2023, so definitely be looking forward to that if you are a fan of the series. And our final anime adaptation announcement for this particular episode of the news is Shueisha has announced that the Dark Gathering manga is getting a TV anime adaptation. This is going to be premiering in 2023 and being done by Studio OLM. And the manga centers around Kitaro Gintoga, who has the ability to be a spirit medium. In junior high school, he got someone else wrapped up in the spirit possession incident, and he has been a shut-in for more than 2 years. As he reintroduces himself to society as a private tutor, he meets a genius girl named Yayoi Hozuki. Yayoi is instantly able to tell that Keitaro has skill as a spirit medium, and she invites him to go with her to a haunted location. The two then start their journey capturing evil spirits. It's another kind of yokai type show. Definitely be looking forward to that one. OLM's kind of a mixed bag for me, so we'll have to wait and see. Moving on, the staff of Love Flop's anime project released a promo revealing an October debut for the series. This one's being done by Studio Passione, and the synopsis follows Asahi, a student who one morning runs into a series of unusual accidents on his way to school, all in accordance with a vague television fortune he was watching that morning, and all culminating with the unfortunate encounter with a girl. Coincidentally, all the girls he meets are new students or teachers of his school. Asahi's prior knowledge of all the girls earns him the suspicion of Yoshio, a self-proclaimed friend of Asahi. After school, he finds a love letter in his locker, telling him to come to the cherry blossom tree behind school. Again, according to his morning fortune, Asahi heads to the cherry blossom tree to see what awaits him. So apparently somebody that's using the fortunes from his TV to gain a one-up on things? That synopsis didn't quite make too much sense, but we'll have to wait and see. And for our last bit of news, ReDice Studio has announced that the manhwa artist Dubu has unfortunately passed away. They report that it was due to a cerebral hemorrhage from chronic illness. And for those that are not aware, Dubu was the artist behind the manhwa adaptation of Solo Leveling series, which is very unfortunate to learn following the adaptation announcement, all that excitement that was building up behind it. It really does kind of remind me once again of what happened with the Tokyo Mew Mew New announcement. Right after it was announced, pretty much the artist of that manga series passed away as well. It's a very unfortunate thing, kind of in the cusp of all the excitement kind of building up around the anime adaptation, but either way, definitely wishes of rest in peace to Dubu and all the family members and fans out there. I definitely wish them well. But with that said, that's all the news that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy this video as always, besides the unfortunate news. But it is good for people to know that kind of stuff so that that stuff kind of lives on. The art and everything lives on. If you got something from this video, I would definitely appreciate if you consider hitting that like button down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's the biggest news in this news bit for you. Or give a shout out for your best wishes for Dubu and his family. Additionally, if you're not already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you get all my content. I do news, reviews, first impressions. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Additionally, if you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon link, a tips link, and a super thanks button down below. Definitely appreciate everybody that supports us, and y'all take care.